So it was quite an overcast day, quite gloomy walking into the wood, and there was one area which was extensively hillocky, and and it suggested, when we looked at it closer, and we actually walked all the way around it and we took measurements, what an extensive area of industrial activity it is or was.
And did you know, were you going looking for bell pit mining?
Yes, I mean that was one of the objectives of YMAP, is to actually look at the period of civilization on Yearsley Moor. So the industrial revolution, or the industrial side of Yearsley Moor, included bell pit mining.
And tell us what it is.
Well, bell pit mining is a method, it's a very basic method, for the extraction of coal. Now, a bell pit, by using the diagram here, it looks rather like onions, matcha rosé bottle perhaps, with a long neck. Now, these shafts were dug, they could be anything up to 60 feet deep, and then when they reached the bottom, or when they reached the coal seam, then they expanded. To tie in with that, they would dig another shaft, maybe only 20 or 30 feet away, with a very similar configuration, and then they would remove the intervening coal between the two shafts. It was a very dangerous process.
What would you see at the top there? If you came upon it, if we went back in time and sort of came through the trees and we came in an area of bell pit mining, what would you see?
Well, more than anything, you'd hear people shouting and working and clanging of tools and rattling of buckets, and people being hauled up and neighing of horses. So it's actually quite a noisy activity. But the countryside around it would be trees, woodland, shrub, cleared areas where the huts would be. Fire, you would smell fire, dirt, earth. You know, very industrial, busy place to be.
Would I go to Yearsley Moor at night? Probably not, no, because it has been sort of intimated that you can hear the miners still digging away down in the pit, and one must imagine, of course, that it still retains the bodies of some of the original miners.
And you're not a professional archaeologist, are you?
No, I'm not.
Tell us, because what are you and have you been in your life?
What have I been in my life? I actually started off in university. I went to Southampton in the 70s. I went into the army. I did 24 years in the army. I mean, all the time I've been a volunteer archaeologist. Now, I've always done archaeology. That's my main hobby, shall we say.